As far as places go that are likely to have snow on Christmas Day, the nation's capital isn't one of them. There has never been more than a 10% chance in recorded history that there will be any measurable snow on the ground on Christmas morning. This year has seen an extremely high number of warm days and relatively few snowy ones. There seems to be a greater possibility of a white Christmas this year. The pattern realignment put in motion by the massive storm currently sweeping the country will likely result in a cold and perhaps stormy week before Christmas. In today's video, we will be discussing which US state will be having the whitest snow this Christmas. So let's begin. We can already see the beginnings of the shift to colder and stormier conditions. Storms are deviating further south than they typically would due to a strong zone of high pressure over Greenland, often known as the Greenland Block. The block will cause the storm headed for the central states this week to decelerate, stall, and attempt redevelopment off the east coast. Some freezing precipitation may develop Thursday morning, especially west of Interstate 95, but there won't be enough cold air in place for significant snow in the Washington-Baltimore area from this storm. Greater chances of snow accumulation are expected in northern Maryland, especially above the Mason-Dixon line. As high pressure rises over the west coast and the Gulf of Alaska, cold air may become more securely established in the following weeks. This high pressure, which has been lacking for the past few weeks, will assist direct Arctic air toward the middle and eastern United States. If you're enjoying the video so far, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe to our channel, because if you don't, we would wish that your state experiences the least white snow this year, so you'd better subscribe if you don't want to miss out on the fancy white snow. In many parts of the country, winter and the holidays are inextricably linked with the presence of snow. If you live in a region that rarely gets snow, you might nevertheless wish for a snowy excursion or a light dusting. In its annual Christmas forecast, AccuWeather revealed which areas of the United States may experience the greatest snowfall. It's just a forecast from a few weeks in the future, but if you really can't get through the month of December without visiting a snowy wonderland, it might come in handy. Over the course of the country as a whole, the business claims that chances aren't disproportionately high. According to senior meteorologist Paul Pastelok, southern regions of the country drier than typical may result from this year's La Niña, which may cause more storms throughout the northern parts of the US. Where can we expect Christmas snow? AccuWeather has released a map of its forecast, labeling areas that are expected to receive at least an inch of snow by December 25th as White Christmas. Some parts of the Northeast have had significant snowfall already. You may recall the severe snowstorm that moved across the Northeast and left Buffalo and other places with as much as 6 feet of snow. Despite the fact that New England is predicted to receive more snow than typical this winter, AccuWeather reports that the likelihood of a snowy holiday is lower than normal throughout the region. It's very certain that Christmas Day will be white in northern Maine, Minnesota, North Dakota, Michigan, and Wisconsin because snowfall begins early in the month and temperatures are cold enough to prevent snow melt. You may expect an 80% likelihood in Minneapolis. 3 out of 4 years, northern Michigan, notably the Upper Peninsula, and northern Minnesota have a snowy Christmas. The odds are even worse in the northern part of Dakota. The likelihood is highest at 97% in the White Mountains of northern New Hampshire, with probabilities ranging from 75 to 95% in northern Vermont. There is a 50-50 chance in a random year throughout the rest of New England, but only a 20% chance in Boston. In areas of western New England and upstate New York, the odds are just slightly higher than even. Christmas Day in Cleveland has a 1 in 3 chance, whereas in Chicago, it is only 2 in 5. Western US. The chances of having a white Christmas increase as you move westward into Montana and Idaho, but they remain fairly constant regardless of altitude or latitude. There is a near 100% possibility that it will be in Missoula, Montana. A 94% likelihood is also present in Idaho City, which is close to Boise. The chances of such occurring in Salt Lake City are exactly even. The proximity of the mountains also has a significant effect on the climate of Colorado. However, to the southwest of Boulder, the percentage jumps to 77%, while to the east of Denver, it's just 40%, and to Boulder, it is 47%. Even in Flagstaff, Arizona, where the elevation makes a difference, there's a 44% chance of snowfall. Low chances in the rest of the country. Your chances of winning are lower in the middle and western parts of Tennessee, as well as the western half of the state, the Mid-Atlantic, the South, Texas, and Oklahoma. The odds are really slim, at most around 20%. Sadly, Washington, D.C. has a paltry 6% chance. So whether you're hoping for a white Christmas or hoping to avoid snow on Christmas Day, you should take the probabilities into account. The relatively low odds across the country are the only thing that has caught us off guard. So here we wrap up our video. Hope you enjoyed it. If yes, then hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to enjoy this year's white snow in your state. Share your Christmas stories in the comment section below. Tell us, how much do you enjoy when your state has the most white snow in winters? Until then, we'll see you in the next video.